Giselle, let me tell you about sick leave. Now, sick leave is this really amazing thing that you get to take when you're sick. You get to go be sick and get paid for it. It's great. You can use it for mental health days if you need it, but if you're feeling sick, both physically and mentally, you can use this amazing thing called sick leave. Now, the best part of sick leave is that you shouldn't have to explain why you're sick. You should just be able to tell your supervisor, hey, feeling sick, I won't be in today. And that's it. All's good. You don't have to explain yourself. But some people, Giselle, they just feel a need to explain themselves all the damn time. And sometimes that can be a detriment to everybody because not everyone needs to know why the fuck you're sick. But some people, Giselle, they just need to let you know. God damn it. And this is a story about one of those people. Bless his heart. Now, this boy just always felt a need to explain himself, and he was sick quite often during the season. And that's fine. But he kept shooting himself in the foot because he felt the need to explain why he was sick. Now, the first time that he explained to me why he was sick and came to me to use sick leave, I will never forget. It's just too good a story. So he came into my office the one day, and it was 1 or 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and he's like, Kate, I need to use some sick leave, and I need to go home and get some sleep. And I'm like, okay, cool, go home. And he's like, yeah, but I've been here half the day, and I feel really bad, and I want you to know why I'm using this sick leave. And I'm like, I don't need to know. You can go home and get some sleep. He's like, yeah, but I feel really bad. I've been here half the day and I feel like I'm abandoning you. So I want you to know why I'm using sick leave. And I'm like, it's really okay. You don't have to explain. He's like, yeah, but I want you to know, my roommates, they're both guys and my room's in the middle between them. And they both had their girlfriends over last night. And they were just having sex all night long. And I couldn't get to sleep at all because all I could hear was them having sex all night long. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry about your night. Please go home and get some sleep. So that was the first time, Giselle. I couldn't deny the boy's sleep after that. I also didn't need to know about any of that. But he just felt the need to tell me. This one, Giselle, I actually denied him the sick leave for. And it worked out fine anyways. And here's why. I'm going to preface this that it was my day off. I was not the supervisor on duty. It was somebody else. But he called me anyways at 7:30 in the morning. And he went, Kate, I need to use some sick leave. But it's just going to be for the morning. I'm going to go in at 1 p.m. And I'm a little confused by this. I'm like, one, why are you calling me and not the other supervisor? But I'll pass this on. But I need a bit more information. So I'm like, well, are you working the late shift? Are you doing the 11 to 8 or what shift are you doing? He's like, no, I'm working the 8 to 5, but what I'm going to do, and I was calling you because I wanted to ask if you wanted any food. So I'm going to go this morning, I'm going to go to Granny's kitchen, and I'm going to have good breakfast, and I'm going to come on in, and then I'll go get to work. And I'm like, Granny's kitchen is a 40-minute one-way drive down the road, and that food is some seriously greasy-ass food. It's good, but it's some seriously greasy-ass food. And this boy, for the last 3 days off, had called off for extreme nausea of the stomach. So all of a sudden, he's fine enough to drive 40 minutes one way down the road to get this greasy ass food and then still come into work afterwards. And I'm sitting there like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go down, I'm going to have some of this food, and then I'm going to come back and I'll get to work. And I'm like, Ethan, that's not what sick leave is for. He's like, yeah, but it's for mental health. It's for mental health. And I'm like, no, that is not what sick leave is for. Sick leave is not for doing a joyride down the road to get some food. Now, if you are feeling good enough to drive 40 minutes one way down that freaking highway and go sit there and eat that food and come back into work, and you're still telling me you are going to work today, you're just going to do it after you get this greasy food, then you can go into work right now. And he's like, no, but it's for my mental health. And I'm like, Ethan, that is not how that works. This is not, This is greasy ass food. Like, this is not what you were doing this for. You just want to go down the road to get food. And he's like, well, you know what? I'm not calling you next time to get some food. And I'm like, Ethan, I don't want Granny's kitchen. But you are telling me right now that you are physically healthy enough and physically capable enough to make a 40-minute drive down the road, sit there and eat this food that like is not light on the stomach at all, and then you're still planning to come into work. This is not an appropriate use of sick leave. If you are feeling that good, then you should just go into work. And he's like, fine. He was real salty about it. He's like, fine, I'll go into work. You're right, I'll go into work. And he's like, okay, fine. So the best part of this entire story, Giselle, is that he did go into work and he had off. He wasn't working that day at all. He called me on my day off, on his day off, to take sick leave on his day off, to go to Granny's kitchen. And then guess what? Even when he found out it was his day off, he still didn't go to Granny's kitchen, Giselle. What the fuck? Anyways, sick leave. You don't need to explain it. He could have actually pulled that off had he just not felt the need to explain himself, Giselle. But no, boy felt the need to explain himself. And it didn't matter anyways, because he was off. Bless his heart. Anyways, Giselle, that's the end of this story. You have a great day.